Hi, everyone, and welcome to Navigate Life Mindfully. This is episode 4, Limiting Beliefs. I'm Ron Demonay, and my goal, as always, is to show you that we have much more control, much more power over our lives than we think we do. We're not victims. And along the way, I'll share some ideas and some simple tools that we can use every day as we navigate life to make it a little easier and maybe help create some positive changes in our life. So if this is something that you want to learn more about, I hope you'll please like and subscribe to the channel and join us on this journey. So let's get started. So in our last episode, we talked about the subconscious mind, which I see as the operating system for the human body. It's the Windows or the iOS for the brain. Depends on if you're a PC person or an Apple person. Remember the visual from last week? I'm going to put it up and I'll ask you to take a few seconds to review it. In it, I've drawn a parallel between a computer and the human body. The computer and the human body are essentially the hardware, but both require software to run them. In other words, programs. And this is what I want to explore a little bit deeper with you today. The subconscious mind is a powerhouse. This is the part of the mind that actually rules our life. 95% of the time, it's our subconscious mind, it's the brain's operating system that's in control. And it's producing our thoughts and our emotions and how we interact with the world, our reactions. So, and this is where our long-term memory resides. This is where our beliefs, that is our programs, that's where they reside. So most of these programs are life-affirming. You know, they allow us to walk and talk and interact in the world in a good way. But there are also a lot of life-limiting and even life-destroying programs that have come about over the years through our experiences, even some very traumatic experiences. And so these are the ones that hold us back. These are the ones that keep us from realizing our dreams. So years ago, I was trying to figure out who am I, what am I going to do with my life. I started investigating several personality tests, and you probably have done this also. And these are tests that can give you some insight into your natural tendencies, what you like, what you don't like, what you gravitate toward, etc. They give you insight to who you are as a person, and we're all different. You may know some of these tests. A well-known one is Myers-Briggs. Enneagram is another big one. That's one my wife loves. And there are other tests like this. They were very helpful for me. What I learned was that our natural tendencies come into play as we interact with the world, and they affect how we form our beliefs, how we form our programs. That's why, you can have 10 people in a room, all with different personalities, and they can be witnessing an event. And at the end of that, they'll all walk away and they will have 10 totally different descriptions of the event. They laid down 10 different beliefs, 10 different programs. And the emotions that went along with that can vary anywhere from being, oh, it was great, and they can be happy, to being sad or mad, or having no emotional reaction to it at all. All different. So just a belief. I love the story of the blind men that were walking through the jungle one day, and they came across an elephant. They had never encountered an elephant before. They didn't know what it was. They just knew it was an animal. And so the first guy was up front. He got hold of the trunk of the elephant. He said, "Oh, this animal is just a big, thick, snake-like being." And the guy standing next to him, he reached up and he was feeling around and he grabbed his ear and he said, No, it's not like that at all. It's like a big fan, big floppy fan. And then the next guy who was standing beside the elephant was touching the side of the elephant and said, No, you guys are wrong. This being is like a big, huge, strong wall. Next guy who was down by his leg was reaching around his leg and feeling. Said, "No, no, no, you guys are wrong. This being is like a big monument, like a big tree, very sturdy." And then the guy at the back was just grabbing hold of the floppy tail, and he said, "No, no, no, you guys are wrong. This animal's like a big flexible rope just blowing in the breeze." And so they just sat there and argued with each other because each had laid down their belief, their program of what they had encountered. And obviously, all different. So, my point here is that our beliefs, our programs, are formed through our direct experiences. And they're heavily influenced by our natural tendencies, our personality. So, they're not necessarily right or wrong, good or bad. They're just programs, they're beliefs. So, a few years back, I learned about a process that helped me recognize what my beliefs were, especially my limiting beliefs. And then it went on to show some processes and procedures to help clear those limiting beliefs off. And it was a process called Psych K, and it was developed by Rob Williams. He was a psychotherapist and a counselor. Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away recently. A really nice guy. But you can learn more about it on the website if you want to check into it sometime. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And so I'm going to read this quote. I'm going to put it up on the screen and read this quote from Rob along with you and ask that you really soak it in. I found it to be very basic, but a profound truth in life. Our beliefs define and create our personal world. So what Rob said was, your beliefs are the foundation of your personality. They define you as worthy or worthless, powerful or powerless, competent or incompetent, trusting or suspicious, belonging or outcast, self-reliant or dependent, flexible or judgmental, fairly treated or victimized, loved or hated. Your beliefs have far-reaching consequences, both positive and negative in your life. Beliefs affect your moods, your relationships, your job performance, your self-esteem, your physical health, and it goes on and on. So knowing this about our beliefs, our programming, what do we do about it? Are we simply just victims of all of this programming that's been laid down during the years? Or can we actually change the program and create something new? Well, evidence has shown me that we can change the program and make something new. And more on that in the coming weeks. So let's talk now about your assignment for the coming week. Before we start any reprogramming efforts, it'd be wise to know about our personality and our natural tendencies, because these are the big factor that form our beliefs. So once we learn a little bit more about ourselves as individuals, we can get a better handle on what our beliefs, what these programs are, and which ones need to be addressed, which ones we need to reprogram. So if you haven't already done so, I want you to check out some of these personality tests. Ones like the Myers-Briggs or the Enneagram, and there's several other ones out there. You can talk to a friend about it, see if they have an idea of what they've used in the past, or you can go online and check it out. I just ask that you're careful. If you go to some of these websites, sometimes they're just wanting to get money from you, so be careful. But there are some free ones online that you can go with, and it's really good. So if you've already taken one of these tests, if you've done that in the past, I'm asking you to dig in that file and pull it out, and I want you to read it and study it and really get a feel for what it's saying, what it's telling you about your personality, and see what resonates with you. I mean, these things aren't foolproof, but they do give you a good idea of your natural tendencies, your likes and dislikes, how you interact with the world. So our goal with this exercise is simply to learn more about ourselves. We need to start noticing what's going on, noticing our beliefs, and how it's affecting our world. start noticing what we believe about ourselves and what we believe about the world around us. So, in our next episode, we're going to continue with this train of thought, and we're going to talk more about identifying limiting beliefs so that we can take the next step of being able to reprogram them, let them go and reprogram into something life affirming, something new. So, I'm going to wrap things up for now. Remember, 2 simple things that will make life better for you immediately. Number 1, be grateful. Show gratitude. Remember the saying, the more grateful you are for what you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. It's absolutely true. It sets up a feeling, a state of mind that really attracts more positive things to you in your life. So be grateful. Number 2, be kind. You know, we've talked about this before. Nobody knows what's going on in somebody else's life. They don't know what's going on in your life. So they may react strongly to something, and don't take anything personally. It's not personal. Everybody's dealing with their own stuff. So just be kind. You know, a habit that I learned about years ago, which I think is really fantastic, is random acts of kindness. If you're going through your day, do something kind. Do it for a stranger. Do it for somebody in your family. It doesn't matter. Do something nice. Smile. Make a nice comment. Open the door if somebody's going into a building. Whatever. Random acts of kindness. What you'll see is it really makes you feel good. So these 2 things, gratitude and kindness, 2 things that will immediately make you feel better, make your day better, help you create a better world. So with that, I'm going to say so long for now. If you have any comments or questions, I ask that you please go to my website, rondemonecoaching.com, and leave a comment. Or you can email me directly, rondcoaching@gmail.com. I'll try my best to answer. Again, I ask that you please subscribe and like the podcast. I would really like to offer these thoughts and insights to as many people as I can. So with that, I'll say goodbye for now. Look forward to seeing you next week. Bye now.